Yo, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. It's Raj. I'm here to show you how to draw some of the best supply and demand zones in the game. I do believe that I draw some of the best out there. The only person better than me is probably my trading mentor. I base my whole strategy on these zones. I rarely take trades outside of them. The only time I will is if there's news, and if it's news, I'm really just trading VWAP. If it's VWAP plus a zone, that's even more confluence. But yeah, it's got to be VWAP for me on news. Um, anyway, I draw these once a month, guys, and I just delete them and redraw them once a month with a fresh eye. And you can see here how they've been reacting all month, right? Just beautifully. You can just trade these back and forth, no problem. Um, right, beautiful. So let's go ahead and I'll show you guys how to draw them. I'll draw them on QQQ because I deleted all my zones there and I haven't had a chance to redraw them, and I figured why not do it with you guys and show you how to do it. So first thing, I draw them on the hourly. You can draw them on any time frame you like. As long as you understand the concepts, it'll still work. Just for me, the hourly works best for my trading style, and it's how I learned. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and start. So off top, I draw them on regular trading hours. It's how I was taught. It's because the stuff that happens overnight, it really is low volume. And the stuff overnight tends to react to the supply and demand zones that are drawn on the regular trading hours anyway. So I just ignore all that noise, and we just, we do regular trading hours. The second thing I look for, or the first thing I look for rather, is big candles coming out of a zone, big smooth candles coming out of a zone. The second thing I look for are wicks, nice big wicks, where buyers and sellers are trapped. All right. So let's go ahead and start. And how far back you go depends on you. I mean, how far back I go is just like really obvious support where it obviously can't go any lower. So I mean, I really doubt we'll go under 423 again. So we can start there. I'll go back to 423, which is right here in May. So we'll go over to this price action right here. And let's see what happened. Alright, so off top we see this gap up off of this morning star right here. So this has my attention, and I see all this resistance as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start at this resistance right here. And I'm looking at this morning star right here that started the whole rally up, right? So I'm going to draw from right here. And I'm going from this wick right here. From right here. What the fuck, man? There we go. Sorry about that. From right here to right here. And I'm going to bring it down a little bit and cover that whole wick down there. And I'll bring it down even further and catch this wick right there. Right? And we'll go down a little further. So I want to get this as well. So we can start here and pull it back and see where it reacted to right there. All right here. So that's a good spot right here. So what we can do, pull it down a little bit. There we go. So I'm getting the very bottom of this wick. I'm getting these wicks right here. I'm getting this wick right here and this wick right here. And we came up, tested it, came down. So see these big candles coming out of it. Big candles going out of it. So that's the main thing I'm looking for. And we can go even further right here. You see this morning star and then a big candle came out of it. So I would go right here. Start at the bottom of here. And I'll take it to the very next wick. Oops. Right there. So this wick right here. Right there. And what I'll also do, see, as you do this, you can kind of start seeing a tradable range, right? You see right here, and then a big candle came out of it, and then we came back down here and retested it. So I'm talking about right here. What I would do is just bang right there. So I wouldn't go all the way up to this one right here. I'm just going to this candle close right there. Right? And we'll take this as well. You see this big candle coming out of it? We'll just go from here, from this bottom of this wick, and we'll take it to the very bottom of this wick right here. Now, I know a lot of people will probably take the whole box, but it ends up being, to me, it ends up being too big. And number two, on SPY and QQQ, what really happens is failed breakdowns and failed breakouts. So if it's coming to this zone right here, I already know it happened off of a failed breakdown. So we came down, had a failed breakdown, then we started rallying. Yeah, so when it's in a zone like this, I know my risk to reward is really, really good here because it came off of a failed breakdown. And then right here, we retested it right there. So I know sometimes they take it all the way up to here, but to me, that's a little bit too big. And usually SPY and QQQ go down a little bit further to these extremes before going back up, right? Alright, so let's keep going here. Alright, so next thing I see is this candle that started this huge downtrend plus these right here. This huge candle and this huge candle out of it. So what I want to do is take a rectangle, start at this wick right here, this candle close, there we go, and just take it to this wick right there, see that, and I'll probably drag it down a little bit to right there, just at that wick right there. And as you can see, how we reacted to it, first it was resistance, we came down, retested it, came down, broke out of it, failed breakout, came down, then we finally turned it to support, and we came back up, right? And honestly, if you drew it like I originally drew it, it would have still worked. You see that? It would have still worked. You would have still gotten the best move out of it. But in hindsight, or we have the future price action, so we can go ahead and make it a little bit bigger to account for that wick right there. Alright, pretty easy. Let's keep going. And as you can see, we came down again, retested it. Alright, so now we see this wick right here and this wick right here. So this wick started this huge move up, and so did that wick right there. We came down, retested it, exploded. Alright, pretty good so far. Nothing there, nothing there. And when you're drawing these zones, it's important not to get too caught up in these pullback zones right here. That's a lot of just noise. You can draw a zone right there, and it probably will react, but it's not too, we only went up a little bit. We want these big, smooth candles, right? Alright, so speaking of big, smooth candles, we see this right here, come down, this huge downtrend right here, right? And then we also see it turn to support right there. So what I would do is take it from this candle close, and I'll right there, yeah, there we go. So all this accumulation right there, because so we came down, came up, came down, we just held it as support, and then finally, bang, right off of it. Alright, let's keep going here. We came down, came to this zone, exploded through this one, came down, retested it, came up here. Okay, so now I see this right here. See this candle right here that started this huge uptrend? Also corresponds to these wicks right here. So what I'll do is grab a rectangle and I'll start at this wick right here. There we go. So I got all this, and I would probably do is go ahead and grab these wicks down here as well. And there we go. So we got this, we got all this, and we got this wick right here, and then we exploded, right? And I see this right here, and I kind of want to bring this down just a tad and get this little resistance right here. 458 to 460. It's already kind of a big zone. I don't want to extend it anymore, so we'll keep it like this. We'll keep it like this. Alright, let's keep going here. So I want to draw another one right here to this wick right here, because we got this gap up, and then we came down, got some liquidity, and we shot up and haven't looked back since. So I'll take a rectangle and go up here to this wick right here. So I got this and this, and let's keep going here. So I see we kind of double bottom right here. Alright. So here's where see, things like these conflict with me, because I want to draw a zone right here, but it's a little close to this one, right? So maybe we can go like that. Just make that a tiny zone. Actually, no, I like it like that. I know, guys, this isn't your you know the average tutorial you'd see on YouTube, but I'm not one of those guys. I even say it on my Instagram. I'm a bad content creator. I just really like talking about the stock market, and I don't really have a lot of people in my real life to talk about the stock market with, so may as well let that energy out here to the few people who are willing to listen, right? And hopefully you guys get some value out of this. Because it's gotten me a lot of value. These zones, man, they were a game changer for me. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and ignore these two right here, and I'm just gonna look at these wicks right here. This wick right here. No, it's this wick right here. I'll grab right here. That looks good. Because see, we kind of just had a failed breakdown on the zone, and then we just came right here and just retested it. Yeah, I like that. That looks good to me. Let's go up here, and we see this double, triple top right here, right? So I'll take all this price action. We'll start at this wick right here, and we'll pull it back, and just get the very tops of this wick and this wick right here. Alright, that looks good to me. Damn, look at that one. It really reacts to this bottom one, see? So I think I kind of want to pull this down. Grab all these wicks right here and this rejection. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. That looks good. Let's pull it back a little bit. See, we also got these rejections off of it. Yeah, this is a good zone. We'll keep it like this instead. Alright, let's keep going here. So the next thing I'm looking at is this huge rally and these wicks that started it. So I kind of want to start at this wick right here. It still would be a little close. Let me pull it down a little bit more. There we go, that's a little better. How big is this sound? Yeah, it's already a little big. Yeah, it's a little big, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. That's what the price action is telling me. Just grab those wicks right there as well. Or actually, yeah, I like this instead. Alright, so let's make another one off these wicks right here. Start at this wick right here, go up. Just at this wick right there. And as you can see, Got this wick, came up, held it as support. Let's drag it up a little bit. Grab that. This will be a little bit bigger. To grab that. Alright, that looks good. Let's just tighten it up a little bit. There we go. So just getting that wick right there. Let's keep going. Alright, next thing I see is this consolidation that led to this huge candle on the way up. So we're going to draw a zone right there. And again, looking at forward price action, you can see he reacted there very well. We got this wick, all these good wicks right here. Came up, rejected, held, and then we came down and started a downtrend off of it, right? Looks good. Let's keep going here. So I see this bull flag here that started our final leg up before we started a downtrend. So I want to go ahead and grab that. We'll draw a zone starting from this wick right here to this candle close right here. Actually, let's drag it up a little bit, or maybe even down. Let's see how it looks. Okay, perfect. So we got the bottoms of these wicks, the bottom of these wicks, the bottom of this accumulation. We got this here, got this here. Yeah, that's good. Came down, held to support, held to support. So you see these little liquidity areas right here on the hourly gets reacted to really, really well. You can get some really good trades off of them on a smaller time frame. Alright, so I got this, and I drag it up to right there. Alright, looks good. But see, I kind of want to grab the bottom of that as well. Let's drag it down. Pop to make it bigger. There we go. Okay, yeah, we'll do it like that. So we got the bottom of this wick right here, the bottom of this accumulation, the bottom of this. Alright. Let's keep going right here. Let's go ahead and get this obvious top out of the way. I would just draw from the top of the wick to the bottom right there. There we go. Let's see here. So I see this that started this this little uptrend right here was off of this morning star right here. So I take a rectangle from this little bottom of this wick right here, and we'll take it up to the very bottom of this wick right there. You see that? Alright. Now let's see the top of this wick right here. Kind of corresponds to this stuff over here. So what I'll do is take it from here, drag it back, grab that wick right there, the top of it. Oops. That looks good, actually. Alright. That already looks good and ready to go, right? So let's go ahead and tighten them up now using the most recent price action. Alright, see, it reacted really well over here, but we can go ahead and move it down now using this most recent price action. Let's get these wicks right here, get these wicks right here, get these wicks right here. And what we can do is take this one and just move it up a little bit. There. Because when we originally drew them, we knew we drew them in a place where it's already looking like this, so there, that's how you tighten them up and get them real accurate. Let's move this one up a little bit. There we go. So I moved it up to the bottom of this wick right here. Alright, looking good, looking good. What I'll probably do is move this one up right here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Actually, what I'll do is probably draw a new one right here. Again, the reason I start way back there is because I want these zones to also have a lot of prior price action to them. So you can see it reacts really well. And then tighten them up based on the most recent price action. So, we'll probably go like this. Pull it back. So that looks... Yep, and I just took it down to this wick right here. And pulled it back, make sure we reacted well, and get some water in it. Alright. Let's go ahead and pull this down a little bit. Let's grab that. Let's see. Probably drag this down a little bit. I actually like the way that is. That's fine. We'll go ahead and drag this up a little bit to get this candle open right here. Grab that, grab that. Grab that little rejection wick right there. Alright. Alright, did react well to this zone here, but I'm gonna still drag it down. Just a tad. Let me see. There we go. So I drag it down in here to make sure I get these wicks right here. This right here, and I'll drag this one down as well. I like getting the very bottoms of wicks, guys, because as you can see on the smaller time frames, ES and NQ and QQ and SPY, they all go going to their extremes before they reverse, right? So that's why my zones are always placed in on the very edges, you know, because it's always a failed breakdown, it's always a failed breakout. The ES and NQ, SPY, all of them, they're really good at trapping people, and that's, you know, that's what the main psychology behind these zones. That's why they're on the very edges, the very ends of the wicks instead of covering the whole thing. And I'm just dragging this one down and get this wick right there. See that? Alright, and that looks good. That looks good. You know, let's see. This one right here could probably be dragged down a little bit. There we go. Looking good. This one will probably be dragged up a little bit just to get these wicks right here, the very extremes. All right, and it's good to go. It looks good. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Now I think we're good, guys. Yeah, we're looking good here. Yeah, looks good. I kind of want to get the bottom of this candle right here, but yeah, after that, there's not really any defined spots. Yeah, we'll leave it right there. Alright, that's it, guys. Hope this helps you draw better zones if you're a supply and demand trader. If not, then I hope this brought value to you in some other way, at least how I see price action, how I draw these zones. And I'm just again tightening them up, guys. I like getting all these wicks right here, the very edges, the very extremes. That's why my zones are so accurate. I put them at these extreme edges, and just make sure I get the very ends of these wicks that start these big candles, right? This one, I think I'm going to make this one bigger. I'm going to start this one over. Start right there. Let's see, actually we'll go right here. Here we go. Yeah, so I just went from here to this candle open right there. You can drag it down a little bit, grab that wick. Yeah, looks good to me. Alright, that's it, guys. This thing is ready to trade. I'll probably be trading ESNQ for a while because ES is at all-time highs. But that is a story for another video. Alright, guys, have a good one.